I was recently reminded of how to show up for someone in the best way possible, and I got that reminder by doing it incorrectly. So let's talk about that today. I'm Stacy Rocklein, and I'm on a mission to eradicate loneliness. And I think the root of loneliness is when you feel unseen. You're in the presence of somebody and it just feels like you're invisible, or they just don't get you. They're not acknowledging you where you are right in that moment. So here's what happened. I was talking to my son, my adult son, the other day, and I was talking to him after he had had some pretty significant car trouble on a road trip. And he was already, through the problem solving portion of that. And I was like, why didn't you call me when it happened? And he said, well, when you call a parent when something goes wrong, the very first thing that they want to do is to start solving the problem. And when I call one of my pals, when something goes wrong, they say, oh man, that sucks. And that's really what I needed. I could solve the problem on my own. And so I thought, okay, I know this. This is like coaching 101. When somebody is in a difficult moment, they need to feel validated before they're able to solve problems. I know this. So I was thinking, why in this case, why in parenting do I show up in problem solving mode? And that's not the only place people do it. A lot of people just show up ready to solve problems when someone starts telling them about a difficult thing. It's like the default. But I can be a better listener in my other relationships. This is one where I do show up in problem solving mode a lot of the times. So why? I think that by saying, wow, that sucks, I feel like I would be adding more energy to the suckness of it. And I don't want to do that, right? I want to bolster my kids. I want to be like, we got this, it's okay. We can solve this problem, we can do it. But by doing that, I am not acknowledging what they're going through emotionally in the moment. And I'm losing that opportunity to connect in that way. And I'm also taking away the chance for them to solve the problem on their own. And they're very capable, they can do that. But this extends not just to parenting, to all of our relationships. It's really important that we first acknowledge somebody, that we hear them, we listen, right? Someone comes to you and they've got this difficult thing they're going through, and we listen to them and we say, oh man, that sucks. That makes them feel like we're paying attention, that we get it, that we're understanding what they're sharing with us, and that they're not alone. That's how we connect. That's how we get rid of loneliness in our relationships. They're going to get to a point where they are ready to solve their problem anyway, or ask you for advice, or ask you to brainstorm with them. But the most important thing when we're going through a difficult time is that we feel seen and heard and understood and cared for. The other thing that I really appreciated was that he gave me that feedback. In our relationships, it's important for us to say to each other, this is the way you showed up, and that's not what I need or want. Now, someone might be asking something that's unreasonable, and I'm not at all saying just conform and contort yourself to whatever someone's asking. But if someone comes and gives you valid feedback, in this case, I was like, oh God, you're right. I know that. Of course. It felt really helpful to me. And so I thanked him and promised that I would work on that and keep trying to get better. And so when someone gives you feedback, it can feel like it can suck to hear that you failed at something, that you failed someone. But if we can take it in and receive it and be appreciative and try to make adjustments, that's how we keep kind of coming back together. That's how we keep deepening our connection, by getting better and better at partnering with the people that we care about. So next time someone comes to you with something that's challenging for them, just wait 1 second on that problem solving and listen and validate them And if somebody gives you feedback that would help you be a better friend, parent, partner, sibling, child, try to receive it if it resonates, and keep welcoming it and getting better in our relationships. Okay, I wish you wonderful connections, and I'll see you next time.